What is going on, everybody? Welcome back for a Thursday night football edition of DFS Daddy's Free Picks. We have 3 free plays coming at you for today. We are finally through the Tuesday and Wednesday college football streaks. We are here for Thursday night football between the Browns and the Steelers. Weather report is not looking that good in terms of it's gonna be some cold, windy, maybe even some snowy conditions. So that's playing a big factor into how I'm perceiving slips for the rest of the day until I see reports otherwise. But most every report I see, it ain't great. But this is something I wish I had the article to pull right now. But one of the only factors that truly affects football is high winds. So if it's windy and gusty, it affects the passing, it affects the kicking. Rain, snow, most everything else, data has shown that it's not affected heavily like winds does. So something to keep in mind. If some lines start to overreact or people start to overreact, just keep that in mind. So my first play, because of the weather, is going to be Najee Harris over 17.5 rush attempts. He has cleared this line like 4 straight. So basically, ever since Russ took over, I see no reason why that would change now in a game that is better suited for a running back just to get all the carries. Think back to when they played, was it Buffalo in the playoffs last year, or whoever they played last year in the wintry conditions? Najee just ran the rock like crazy. He's playing some of the best football of his career. I think 17.5 is well within his reach. Jalen Warren will still some work. He's been playing well. But I think Najee is going to get a lot of the groundwork. Jalen might get more receiving. Play number 2. So you might have been like, well, you just said it's wintry. Why would I play any pass catchers? Okay, well, I'm playing the receptions. I'm not playing for him to get a lot of yards. Njoku is Jameis Winston's security blanket. He's his dump off king. If you watch the last couple minutes of any Browns game, you're going to see 3 catches to Njoku in a row. He can clear this late. He can clear this early. But another reason that I like playing this and not the yards, if you go look at his next gen stats, his route tree, just look at all the short yardage plays that he's getting. So behind the line, he's lined up in the backfield line of scrimmage. So the longest catch that he had, I'm trying to look at the depth of the catch, was at the 4 yards behind. Because, yeah, that means he caught it here. So, really, guys, he's getting a lot of short catches. Oh, sorry, it's right here. 7 yards. That's the deepest target that he caught. But he's getting a lot of looks because he's getting these free releases out of the backfield or out of the slot, And short catches is the name of the game whenever we bet on receptions. We will take that. And every other projection site that I see him at, Line Star has him projected for 5.4, like the math. PFF has him for 5.2, and Player Prop Shop even likes they. I'm not going to scroll through this right now, but they liked his yardage early on. I didn't look if it was still there, but everything likes it. I like it. Just his recent history game. Obviously, the last 5 people watching are going to love this. So here we go. And our third play is Jerome Ford over 11.5 receiving yards. I consider doing his rush and receiving. So something funny that's been going on ever since Chubb got back, Jerome Ford has actually still played more snaps than him. So Chubb returns week 7. He was hurt. He had injuries of his own. But look, 46 to 35, 56 to 30. So although it's funny if you go look at the actual game logs, Chubb is getting a lot more of the carries. 11 Jerome Ford 11, 15 to 2, and then 11 to 5. But look who's getting the receiving work. 4 for 29, 1 for 2, 1 nothing. So, and they even kind of looped in Peter Strong, but they were down by a lot. Whatever. This is their guy that he's playing more snaps. Jameis Winston does still like to throw the ball. So if we're getting a few catches out of the backfield, if we're in 2-minute drill before the half or before the end of the game, I expect Jerome Ford to be in the game catching passes. Think Chubb is not tied to this franchise after the year contract wise. Jerome Ford is probably the lead back of the future. So I think they will kind of keep ramping up, keep getting him reps. So these are 3 plays I feel really good about. I'm going to lock it in before lines bump or anything like that. You can get all my plays on my Winnable for free. You just sign up for the free plan. But I am running a discount for all my VIP plans as well, where if you use the code week12, which is what we're in, which is really sad to think. It's going by too fast. If you use the code week12 for any of my VIP plans, you'll get a free week. If you use it for the all year VIP, you'll get a 60% discount. So you can get every free pick for the next year for a heavily discounted fee. BETR is running a promo tonight. If you sign up using the code DADDY, you will get this Jameis Winston pass attempt. So if he just throws the ball one time, you're going to get that free square, and then you can actually use deposit bonus to bet on this game risk free. So you could deposit $50 and they'll give you 50 to match it. You could use some of that or all of that with this free pick on a different pick and 3 extra money tonight, risk free. So that's all I have for you today. I'm going to lock these in and get going. Hope we make some money tonight. Riding a little bit of cold streak. I'm ready to turn it around, starting with a Thursday night football game. Hopefully the weather's not too bad to where we get a good game. But, Steelers Browns is always kind of slated to be a little a little dull. So we'll figure it out. Hope you've been having a great week. Hope you have a great Thursday and heading on to the weekend. Let's make some money. Thanks for stopping by.